Are you done with your nerd rage? Star Wars The Last Jedi. Now, Star Wars The Last Jedi is the 8th film in the Star Wars movie franchise. This is written and directed by Rian Johnson. He's done lots of other films, pretty awesome. Adam Driver coming back as Kylo Ren. Mark Hamill coming in for his performances. Carrie Fisher. Other actors that their names are escaping me currently. Good job, guys! The synopsis of this film is it's right after Episode 7. The rebels are now trying to outrun the Empire and survive. They're literally, the whole film is them surviving, trying to make it to the end so that they can spark the Rebel Alliance and keep hope alive. There you go. That sums it up in a nutshell. Let's talk about the things I didn't like about. Things I didn't like about this film. There were some pacing issues, and that's, most of the time when you're trying to fit so much in a story and you have all these sub-stories going on, that's just become something. You have a story that's going really fast in one spot, going really slow in another spot. So, that's just it. There were some plot holes. Yeah, like any film has plot holes. If you're really looking for it, you can find them. They were there. Let's talk about things I liked. I loved the acting. Cinematography was awesome. The music was really good. Every time I watch a Star Wars film, the music just hits me in the smiles. That's the best way to put it. It just makes me happy. Yeah, I really just enjoyed a lot of the structure of the film. So, now before I go into my rating, I'm just going to give a little, because I'm a nerd. I'm totally a nerd, okay? And I hear everyone online, there's a reason I waited 6 weeks before I released this, because everyone online has been so hateful towards Star Wars. You ruined my childhood, you're making this, and it's like, calm down, okay? You're an adult. You start acting like one, okay? Yeah, the film wasn't exactly what you wanted it to be. I'm sorry, okay? But it was made in an art direction to surprise and bring something new to the franchise. Nothing's been new to Star Wars in years. There's been nothing that's been like, oh my gosh, haven't been those moments. Since we found out that Darth Vader was Luke's father, there has been no huge reveals in these films. There's been nothing that's been like, oh my gosh. Everyone hated on Force Awakens because it was too much like the other films. Now they're hating on this film because it was nothing like the other films. It's like, stop letting it be personal. Enjoy the ride of what the film was. The reason I like this film, at least the reason I've been liking it so much, is because it was so different than the other ones. It was refreshing. It was something new. That's why critics are giving it 94, 93%, and audience is giving it 50%. Because a critic looks at it as a piece of art and doesn't take it personal. So, now I'm going to give you my review. My review is 2 thumbs up. Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was super fun. Were there plot holes? Yes, every film has plot holes. What are the things? But in the end, I was delighted by the film. I was smiling. I was having fun. And when the movie ended, I was like, man, it made me excited to go see another Star Wars film. I didn't have these theories and who's Snoke? Oh my gosh. How's Luke gonna train the Jedi? How is this all gonna work out? I didn't have any of those. And going through this film, I don't care. I enjoyed it for what it was, and it was fun. So, shoot me if you want to. I don't care. Parental rating on this thing is rated PG-13. Honestly, it's just because it's intense. There's some intense things that happen, but it's nothing like any other of the Star Wars. There's nothing in this that's like, oh my gosh, objectionable. It gets intense. And there's, the good and the evil, but the way they portray it is very artistic, and it's nothing that would attack. Take your kids to this thing, man. I don't see anything in this film that's objectionable. Ultimately, it was just a fun ride, and I was happy I was along for it. So that's my review for Star Wars The Last Jedi. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and throw it in the comments below. Hit a like button. Share it if you really liking my thoughts. And in the end of the day, The Last Jedi